Well, a very good morning to you and welcome to the news here on Prime Morning. I'm Sheila Sechi. Let's step into our very first story. The National Road Safety Authority is demanding urgent safety upgrades on the Ofankor stretch of the Accra-Kumasi Highway after Thursday's crash killed 12 people and left dozens others injured. Director of Planning and Monitoring at NRSA, Felix Owusu, says inadequate signage and lighting on the stretch are among concerns requiring urgent attention. There is more from Stephen Mensah.
The accident happened before 4 a.m. I was going to get my car at Asufan when I heard that a tipper truck had hit an Abubuya.
Michael was there when the crash happened. In the early hours of Thursday morning, a journey along the Accra-Kumasi Highway ended in tragedy.
The Abubuya driver off the road. The tipper truck was also at top speed, so it hit the splinter first.
Another driver who witnessed the collision describes what happened in the moments before, during, and after the crash.
The Abubuya driver was lying dead on the road, so the police driver suggested that they move the body from the highway onto the pavement. It was while they were trying to move the body that the accident happened.
11 people died. 13 others were injured. And as the scale of the tragedy becomes clearer, members of the Ghana Private Road Transport Union arrived at the scene searching for one of their own. They were trying to find out whether their colleague was among those caught up in the crash.
My brother called me this morning for us to go to work, but I told him to go ahead and that I would join him later. When I heard about the accident, I quickly rushed here and called the Accra station to find out whether my brother had reached his destination, but they told me he had not arrived because he got married not long ago and has 3 children.
And when you have a drive to when the first wife or then what now my man say well
the accident had led to some heavy gridlock on the stretch. This stretch will be leading to most parts of Accra and will be heading from Kumasi. This is the Ofankor stretch.
We also need our street lights to be functioning. Okay, so if the street lights are not functioning, definitely they can also lead to some of the crashes we see, especially with pedestrian knockdowns in the greater Accra region. So it's a concern to us as well. But so we want to use this medium to call on the authorities, i.e. the road agencies, to make sure the various street lights we have, all the other stakeholders who matter in this, to make sure all the street lights are functioning, not only in Greater Accra but all over Ghana.
The Ghana National Fire Service, working with some security agencies, including NADMO and the Ghana Police Service, is working to ensure that there's easy flow of traffic on the stretch.
As it stands, the towing vehicle from road safety has managed to take away all the crashed vehicles, with the exception of one Sprinter. I can see that they are working on it in some few minutes' time. That one too will be away from this place. In fact, because of the way the place was messed up with a lot of blood, we have chemical foam, and then we used to wash the place. You can see. Away from our roads, let's now turn attention to the camp of the NPP, where Chairperson of the new Patriotic Party's National Elections Committee, Frederick Opera-Ansah, has assured aspirants and delegates that the committee will ensure fairness and transparency in the party's upcoming national executive elections. Mr. Opare-Ansah says the committee would give a listening ear to all concerns and ensure that every matter brought before it is handled fairly as the party prepares to elect its national leadership ahead of the 2028 general elections. Fatal Bayaga has more.
Speaking at a press conference in Accra on Thursday ahead of the NPP's national executive elections, Frederick Opera-Ansah said the committee was committed to conducting an orderly and credible electoral process that would give all eligible aspirants a fair opportunity to contest.
We will be impartial, we'll be transparent, We will apply the rules fairly and firmly. We will provide opportunity for legitimate grievances to be heard through the established processes. And we will work to deliver an election whose outcome reflects the freely expressed choice of the delegates.
He said the committee has settled on October 3 for its national executive elections to choose new leaders to steer its affairs ahead of the 2028 general elections.
The process begins next week. From the 17th to the 22nd of August 2026 will be opening and closing of nominations. From the 23rd to the 27th of August will be for filing of nomination forms. The 31st of August to 3rd September will be for vetting of aspirants. And on the 3rd of October 2026, the election proper will be held.
Opare-Ansah urged all prospective aspirants to conduct themselves responsibly throughout the campaign period in order to preserve unity within the party.
I want to address prospective aspirants directly. The National Elections Committee welcomes healthy competition. Competition for leadership is part of the democratic character of our party. We therefore expect aspirants and their supporters to campaign vigorously for the confidence of delegates. But we also expect that competition to be conducted with respect to one another, respect for the party, and respect for the rules governing the election. At the end of this process, there must still be one new patriotic party. No individual ambition should be greater than the collective interest of the party.
The party says the timetable is intended to ensure a smooth and transparent process as it prepares to elect a new national leadership to guide its reorganization and preparations for the 2028 polls.
Now, newly elected chairman of the Techiman Municipal Garages Association, Gordon Yao-Entry, has declared the high cost of import duties as the greatest threat to the survival of local artisans. Here's correspondent Anas Abed's report.
There was a display of civic maturity today in the Techiman municipality as the Techiman Municipal Garages Association finally held its executive elections. The process, which had been delayed by a dispute over candidate eligibility, proceeded smoothly today under the watchful eye of the Electoral Commission and the Ghana Police Service. Municipal Crime Officer ASP Stephen Yeboah confirmed that sufficient personnel were deployed to maintain order throughout the proceedings, ensuring the exercise remained free from violence.
Our men were deployed here early in the morning to ensure that there is much security and safety of all the contestants as well as the delegates who are coming to vote. So far, so good.
Polls officially closed at 4 p.m. with counting commencing immediately. A few hours later, the EC's returning officer declared the results, marking a decisive victory for the new chairman, Gordon Yao-Entry.
Na entry Yao Gordon, enya 280, 280. Ena George Kofi Frimpong, enya 120, 120. Rejected, 6. Enti yera entry Yao Gordon, ena oye chairman.
The declaration was met with jubilation as supporters mobbed the new chairman, Gordon Yao-Entry. Gordon Yao-Entry says the real work starts now.
You can see the land we are sitting on here, it belongs to the Nanum. So anytime they say they are taking it from here, we hear some people say they are taking it from to somewhere. So we make sure that we go to Nananum and appeal to them. Government is technology, we are plenty. So we have nowhere to go. It will, decrease the unemployment. So once I'm a chairman, I'll go to Nananum and appeal to them so that they will let us stay here and find another land for us.
Mr. Entry's agenda is clear: fixing the infrastructure and mending the internal rifts that have plagued the association, while advocating for better business conditions in the auto industry, which includes the high cost of import duties, which according to him is severely affecting the ability of the artisans to make profit.
In fact, the price increment, it affects especially our association, because anytime we import goods, when we go to the port, they say they have increased the prices. So all the time, the consumer, they find it difficult to buy the pass. So we are appealing to the government that they should always reduce the price for us, because not all the people can get money to afford them. So they should reduce the price for us.
After a long dispute that threatened to divide the association, today's peaceful transition of power signals a new chapter of unity and progress for the Techiman magazine. Reporting for Joy News, Anas Sabit, Techiman.
The Embassy of Netherlands during the International Youth Day gathered stakeholders within the agribusiness sector and tried to make agribusiness an attractive venture for young people. Celebration provided a platform for discussions on how Ghana can harness the creativity and innovation of its young population to drive sustainable development, with agriculture offering opportunities in agri-tech, food production, climate action, and entrepreneurship. Stakeholders believe the sector could provide significant jobs and economic opportunities for young people. But Ghana continues to grapple with food insufficiency, while young people interested in agriculture face challenges including access to land, finance, technology, and markets. In her remarks, Ms. Wendy Van Meel, chargée d'affaires at the Embassy of the Kingdom of Netherlands, reaffirmed the embassy's commitment to partnering with young people and stakeholders to create opportunities for inclusive and sustainable development.
Yeah, so today is International Youth Day, and so of course we were really aware of the youth. And if you see the efforts that we do here in Ghana, and that Ghana, we do it together, we work together, and if you see how active and innovative the youth is within these sectors, so it's horticulture, but also in cocoa. For years we've been already working on skill development, capacity building, etc. But I don't think it's a lack of skills. It's not a lack of brilliant ideas that is circulating among the youth. It's not a part of willingness of the youth. They're so promising, but as we heard today also in the different speeches, it's really a problem also of access to finance. Money talks. We need money to grow, and we need to have a small amount of money to start, and then we need a little bit more money to scale up. And this access to finance, it's really an important topic nowadays that we're really focusing our efforts on. It's really necessary also. If we provide the money, if Ghana provides the money, the youth will do the rest, and they will become the leaders of the agricultural sector. I'm convinced.
The Deputy Minister of Food and Agriculture, Honorable Jen Sito-Dumelo, also highlighted the opportunities in Ghana's agribusiness sector, describing agriculture as a sexy venture and encouraging young people to take advantage of the opportunities available.
Most of the young people are getting into agriculture because now it's a little bit more sexy, it's a little bit more interesting, and so it's a good thing. And so it's a good thing that embassies like this is organizing programs like this so that they would whip up their interest more into agriculture. Take time, learn about it. You would make returns after a while. It's not you plant today and you harvest tomorrow. You plant today, you can harvest in a year's time. You plant today, you can harvest in 4 or 5 months time. And so just take time. And agric is nice. Agric is sexy. So the youth to get into it.
The International Youth Day celebration brought together agripreneurs, innovators, and other key players in the sector with a common call for stronger partnerships and investment to make agriculture a more attractive and profitable venture for Ghana's youth.
1, 2, 3, Happy International.
Well, that's all in the news this morning. For more news, log on to myjoyonline.com. I'm Sheila Sechi.